Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Hi, I'm Michael Glick with Lancaster Live. Today we are here with Julia Swartz at the Julia Swartz Gallery, located across the street from the Fulton Opera House and just above the Prince Street Cafe at 17 North Prince Street, Lancaster. This will be the first installment in an ongoing original video series titled The Galleries of Lancaster. The purpose of this series is to connect you with the gallery owners in Lancaster City and to provide you with insights into the galleries and the artwork displayed. We hope you find the information interesting and beneficial. Thanks for joining us. Will you share with us your story as an artist?
Well, as a little girl, I was always drawing and painting. And, my mother was an artist. She had oil paints in the house, and she would let me oil paint when I was very young. And it just kind of went from there. When I got married, I started my family, and there was quite a few years in there that I was not painting. But when my youngest child went to kindergarten, then I thought, here's my chance. I want to learn watercolors. So I started taking evening classes, and I learned that, and I've done watercolors for quite a few years. And then I felt like I needed a new challenge. I wanted to try something different and new. So I went back to oils, but I wanted to paint in a more impressionistic style. So that was total opposite of what I was doing with the watercolors. So it was a challenge, and I've been painting oils now ever since about 10 years, 12 years, and I love the oils. I paint a lot with a palette knife. I get the big broad strokes and a lot of texture.
Awesome. Could you tell us a little bit about what you're currently working on, your most recent project?
Okay. I'm doing a series of old photos. I was going through my mother's old photo album, and I found all these cool pictures of her when she was a little girl, these black and white pictures. And I thought, they would be cool painted. So I did quite a few of her, and I used the sepia and white. I just gave it the sepia and white look instead of black and white. And then I've done quite a few other people since my mother, and they're all in the era of 20s and 30s, 40s, in that era. And this one here is one of the last ones I'm doing in this series. This series is, I'm going to have it hung for September, first Friday.
Oh, great.
So come in and see all of them.
Absolutely.
But this one is, this is not an old photo. These are young women and young men. They're just dressed like in the 30s. Mm-hmm. And when I saw the photo, I asked them if I could paint them. So I just loved the way they were posing and just the shot. So I cropped it a little bit the way I wanted it, and so I'm painting them in sepia and white.
Beautiful. Great. And you said they'll be up September's first Friday?
Yes.
Great. Very good.
They'll be hung out here in my front gallery.
So come see them. Is this Lisa?
It is.
Yeah. Cool.
You know her?
Yeah, I went to school with her. I understand that you had a battle with cancer. Can you share some of that story with us?
Sure. Well, I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary of no cancer. I just had an appointment with my doctor, and he said I don't need to see you again. So that's very exciting. It was quite an ordeal to go through. It's something that you don't like going through, but you can't go through something like that without it changing you. And it definitely changed me, the way I look at life, changed my priorities in life. And I just feel very grateful that God gave me another chance at life. I feel my faith and family and friends and my doctor, a very good doctor, all were a part of getting me through this.
Absolutely. Has that ordeal at that time, did that impact your work, your art?
I think it has. I changed as a person, and it was right around that time was when I switched to oils. And I found myself painting with a lot more color, a lot brighter colors, and I started painting bigger. I think overall my work became a lot more bold than it had been in the past.
And can you describe, in your view, how have events like First Fridays and Music Fridays impacted the arts community here in the art scene and the whole evolution that happened?
Well, I think the First Fridays was just awesome for the galleries. What it does is brings a lot of people downtown. It brings people through the galleries. And it's just really good exposure. People will come in, look at your work, and it may take them a couple months till they actually buy. They'll come back and say, oh, I saw this piece 2 months ago at First Friday, and now they're ready to buy. So it's really a good thing.
Can you share with us your views on the arts community in downtown Lancaster and kind of your insight and your dream maybe of where it might be going over the next 10 years?
Well, I would love to see Lancaster become even more of an arts destination. It's starting and it's happening. We have people coming from New York, Boston, DC area, Philadelphia, Baltimore. Lancaster's kind of right in the middle of New York and Philly. So what I see is a lot more galleries opening and a lot more people coming to Lancaster to see the arts. We have wonderful restaurants and little boutiques and a lot of other things other than art too. So it'll meet everybody's needs.
Absolutely. So thanks for having us here today and sharing your story, your thoughts, and your insights. I appreciate it very much, and I'm sure everyone out there does as well. Thank you all.
Bye.
Great. Very awesome.
So come fly with me, let's fly